Hey, I made it. I made it. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I was not trying to find my weed. I wasn't. That was somebody else. I don't know. It wasn't me. So it looks like I need to come over there and mod a few people. So I don't know what the hell's going on. I can't reach Northern. They don't haven't booked yet. And I had Prince Vegeta look into Amazing Audits, and he's not in any of the jails. At least he hasn't been booked yet. You know how long Vegas takes. I mean, fuck. They take their own sweet ass time, which, in my opinion, there is no fucking reason for that. I know exactly how long it takes to book somebody, and it ain't fucking hours. 20 minutes tops, you should be done. If it takes longer than that, you're fucking a dog the entire time you're working. It's not that fucking hard. It's all computerized now. You fucking click a goddamn button. Oh, I'm not yelling at the right people, am I? I'm sorry. My bad. No, you can mute this. Okay, there we go. So I should probably go ahead and slap a invite or a link up for you guys. Anyone wants to come up? If anybody has any info, as far as Solo Yacker goes, there's a link down below. You can go and check out JMA's video. He's the one who's keeping up on it. They are taking donations to help get him out, but they've got to be about there at this point. So we need to worry about the other two idiots. Hello, hello. I could have sworn I saw strangers' names in here. Where'd they go? There's one. Well, that's not a stranger. Yeah. Well, kind of. M Star, I love you, sissy. Oh my goodness. Emerald City. So, yeah, I brought everybody here to tell you I got a big old bunch of motherfucking nothing for you. Ain't that about a bitch? I thought I would have some info by now, but I don't. And, like, you know, you can only call and ask for them to see, you know, if they're there, or check the roster online so many times before, you know, you give up and you just not not keep looking or keep bugging them for a few hours, because the longer or the more you call, the fucking longer it's going to take them on purpose, not because you're interrupting them, but because they want to be dicks. You guys remember having a babysitter growing up and how the babysitter would get cocky or get like momish with you? It's the same fucking concept as a cop or as a judge or anything else. They get that position of power and they like it. That shit's fucked up. Yes, Samuel Allen. That's right. I figure I'd give him another half an hour or so since that just went down. Oh, hey, somebody just knocked at my back door. You perv.
I don't know about that.
Hey.
How you doing? Jeez. So I just was letting Eric know that I've sent him an email just now, letting him know that I did some checks on Amazing Audits. Luckily, he gave her, because I didn't know his real name. I might have picked it up from time to time, but I didn't have it. But luckily, he gave it in the video. So I started off by calling the PD, spoke to Officer Edwards, then got transferred through to the records unit, then got of the PD, then got transferred through to the jail, spoke to Marcy, then two Kims. So Marcy's supervisor is Kim, and Kim's supervisor is Kim.
What the fuck?
I know. I will say that everyone I spoke to, very professional. Even dispatch, before I got through to Officer Edwards.
That's impressive.
I know. I was
That's
like
rare.
in
That's rare for
so much
Vegas.
shock.
Vegas, they're not like that. They're fucking dicks.
Yeah, I
Fucking
know.
psychos.
So basically, I've sent Eric the email that's got my rough notes. I've just been hanging out washing it, because now it's after business hours, so I can't do jack shit with calls. So I was just hanging out washing, and I'm watching the live streams, both live streams of his back again. Obviously, I've done nothing else for anyone like Solo Yaka. I have no idea what's going on with Northern Corruption. I'd love to know what's going on with him, but
Yeah, me too. They fucking dude, they hate him, and he's by himself, and fucking just that whole town. He's all alone. Like he has no support there at all.
almost the whole state. Almost. I know there's a few
Yeah, I
people.
think he's got a few people there, but I mean they're
I know.
like a drive and a half away, and one of them's got like babies running around at her ankles, and
Yeah. So that's AK lady you're talking about. She's awesome. I assume that's who you're talking about.
well, yeah, that's one of them. That's one that's I think she's like 25 miles away or something like that, maybe 50 miles away, something like that. But then there's
So sorry, I'm just gonna get back to amazing. So here's what I've gotten. Here's some bits of information that I've got in the notes, and I can send it to you as well. In fact, I probably should have sent it before I sent it. While I sent it to Eric, I should have just pasted you in. But the biggest concern I've got looking forward for the next 48 hours, and I don't know if people are aware of this. Like, I don't know if you're aware of this, but he might not get out of jail even with a bond. Like, even with with bond or bail, he will. But basically, the way that they're doing it is the magistrate's got 48 hours to basically make a decision. And then, so he could be just kept in jail for 48 hours until he sees a judge, because he might not see a judge tomorrow morning. That was the crucial piece of information that I personally didn't know about. So I thought, because it's a weekday, I made the stupid assumption that we are either going to bail him out or we're going to leave him in there overnight and he'll see the judge in the morning, but he might not see the judge for 48 hours. He might not come across a judge for 48 hours. So I think we kind of need to sort some money out for him, because to get a bail.
I agree for sure.
So
we haven't gotten any bail info on him yet, though, correct?
No. Okay, so that's obviously the crucial part. Is when I called, I was on the phone for about a total of about 45, 50 minutes. I only got off the phone about 10 minutes before closing time. So I think it was like 4:50 p.m. there, local time. So I was still talking to second Kim, the higher supervisor Kim, at the last point of contact with the jail, and he was still not fully booked into the jail. So he was being put through the system, obviously, because we saw him, go through that initial stage, but he wasn't booked in. Before that, when I was talking to Officer Edwards, and look, I'm not going to say he was lying or he's telling the truth. I don't really give a shit. What he said to me and what I'm telling you is that Officer Edwards said that the arresting officer or officers haven't made a report yet. So I couldn't even get a case number because he was going to get it for me.
And so was records. Trying to make something up on why they arrested him.
Obviously. So I said, look, I already know that, that two of the charges, and look, here's the thing: it was all about the mask. Apparently, it was all about the mask, right? So the post office employees committed the actual disturbance because Amazing wasn't wearing a mask. Now, the mask regulations, or whatever the hell you want to call it, the mandates and whatever, I'm not familiar in Las Vegas, that because it changes day by day all over the
Yeah, it
world,
does. It really
everywhere. So I haven't checked on that today, but I've also called City Hall and I've left a message, and I did this right before close of business. So it was like 2 minutes before close of business. I called City Hall and left a message with the city manager's office to basically send me an email, and I will try and, do records requests through all three entities. I may be in trouble with everyone here because I kind of did say to Kim, and it was the first Kim supervisor that suggested I speak to her supervisor, because what I said is, look, I said to her, I could be wrong, and I am in no way telling you that any of your employees at the jail did anything untoward, but technically speaking, they may be on the hook. The jail may be on the hook, and I'm saying I might be in trouble with everyone here because I may have tipped our hand, his Amazing's hand. Because think about it like this, and please tell me if I'm wrong. If he gets arrested by a police department, which he did, and the police department, the arresting party, fails to turn off the device, and then he goes to booking with technically a different agency, and he goes into jail and goes through the booking process, and then the different agency turn off the device, that agency, i.e. the jail in this situation, are also now on the hook. And I said to her, look, I said to both of them, sorry, you're going to want to go and look at this live stream, focus on the last 10, 20 minutes. I don't think I've given them any information that is going to assist the system, immediately or down the track. But I'm just saying, look, you guys might be on the hook as well. And if you guys want an explanation, what I'll do is I'll talk to Eric about it in private, and then I'll see what he says and about why I did this, because I have got a bit of an idea on what could be done, and I wanted them to know in advance, so that could backfire on them if they get to if it gets to the lawsuit stage and they go, oh, we didn't know. Well, they did, because I've got all their information.
They get to claim ignorance, so you have to fucking make them aware of their fucking goddamn bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't want to give them any information, and I don't believe I did give them any information based on what I just told you. What I just told you is what I gave, right? Apart from his name and date of birth, obviously to do the checks, but he repeatedly gave us that in the live stream, thankfully. Now, there is one other question I would like answered, if anyone knows. Does he have a spouse or a next of kin? No, for Amazing.
No, I was asking him. He'd be the one who would know.
Okay, sorry, Prince Bridget. Yeah, he would know. Is he in the live stream? I'm not in the chat at the moment.
Yeah, he's over here in the live stream.
Oh, sweet. I'll just turn the comments on. All right. Where is that handsome son of a bitch?
I know, right? He's so fucking cute. I just want to put him in a baby carriage and take him for a walk.
What the? That's a bit full on.
He's really tiny. He's a really small guy.
No. Okay. So all right. So I'm just going to scroll back and read the chat just while you guys talk.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Oh, I don't know if Amazing screwed up, but I actually do believe Officer Thomas when he told me this. Not Officer Thomas. Sorry, Officer. What did I say? Edwards. Whatever his name was. He said to me when I gave because I took a lot of information and wrote it down before I called from the live stream, from both live streams, and particularly from the first live stream that Amazing had up there from inside and outside of the post office. Now, apparently, the badge number that was read out and the name that was said, I don't know how this works, but they don't correlate. So I am going to speak to the supervisor that was there tomorrow. So the supervisor that was supervising these idiots today, I'm going to speak to the same supervisor tomorrow, and see if we can get all the names and badge numbers from all the idiots out there. And also, obviously, the supervisor's name and badge number himself. But yeah, I wasn't able to get that at this point, I don't think. I put a lot of notes in, and it's up for Eric to decipher all my notes that I took while I was on the phone, because a lot of it's not going to make any sense to most people. But I know he's good at that. So
I take notes the same way. They only make sense to me. Don't try to read those.
Yeah. So in the past, sometimes what I've done, as you know, I've I've done notes, and I've done, a bit of a description of what's happened for whoever it is. And then I've, put a bunch of different people in the email, like yourself. Like if I send it to Eric, I might send it to, James, I might send it to you, and, M Star and whoever else. But typically when I do notes and send it, I'll only send it to one person or two people at most. But I was hoping Eric would be able to go live and do a panel, but turned out the Nolly D did. So yay.
Well, I waited.
Yeah,
I waited for him to go live, or somebody else to go live, and it didn't happen. And I'm just like, well, fuck. All right, I'll put up a thingy, and maybe they'll go live because I put up a thingy. And then I won't have to, but it didn't work.
Okay. So I was planning on going live while I was on the phone, and for whatever reason, StreamYards is they've changed the platform, like the streaming setup, since I was on there 2-3 weeks ago, whatever it was. I don't remember how long. And or maybe it's just changed on my device somehow. I don't know. I don't really do technology very well. But I literally couldn't figure out if I was live streaming private, unlisted, or public. There is nowhere to look now. So, I'm sure there is somewhere to look. I just don't know where the fuck to look now, because it's changed and I'm useless with technology, and it's going to take me another 12 months just to figure out the new, system that they've got in place for it. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway.
I got the details you were wanting. He has an ex-wife, but no current girlfriend or spouse, so he is on his own. Does he have any pets, Vegeta? Because that's kind of important too. If he's got pets at home, somebody needs to find somebody that'll go and take care of them.
Yeah. And unlike Northern Corruption, and unlike Solo Yaka, I'm still a bit unsure of what is really the plan of action with him. I was there when his wife went live, but I wasn't sure if we should start, and I didn't, even if we could figure out what to do straight away, I wasn't sure if we were meant to. I didn't know if we should wait for him to get out. But I think Prince Vegeta is around the area, and so he will hopefully be able to pick Amazing up whenever that is. It could be in an hour, it could be in a few days apparently, or longer. But I'm hoping that tomorrow, bear in mind my time difference sucks. So if I wake up at like 4 a.m, I'll be able to do it. But if I don't wake up until like 6 a.m, I probably will have a bit of a similar situation where I've only got an hour or so, an hour or 2 hours to actually get calls and that done in business hours, which is why I tried to leave as many messages as possible today. So whether they call me back or not, who knows? But we'll see. Anyway, I know I haven't given much, but that's what I've got.
No, that's a lot. Thank you very much. And from, a bazillion miles away, as fucking mint. Thank you.
Did you say mint?
Yeah.
I've never heard you say mint before.
Oh, well, I'm kind of relaxed. I've been smoking weed. The dog has, though. I might have a contact high.
I'm sorry, the dog is smoking weed?
Yeah. Because I wouldn't do anything like that.
Okay, that's interesting. Thank you, Lang. Solo Yaka is out. I appreciate you letting me know.
Woohoo! Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I figured he would get out quickly. I figured he would. But I don't. Look, I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but I just don't have a good feeling about Amazing. I don't think he's going to get out tomorrow. He's not going to get out today, obviously, tonight, but he's not going to get out tomorrow.
Yeah,
That's
when
a
they
hunch.
don't have an address. It looks like he may not have an address. That makes it so much more difficult to get them bailed out, or even to get them a bail that's affordable.
Yeah.
And I'm
No, that's
hoping
right.
he at least argues for himself and says, "Hey, check it out. You cannot charge me more than what I can afford to bail out. That's against my rights. Period." Aiden.
Well, what I was wondering is, and some of us have done similar things. What I was wondering is if we could get him to, call Prince, or if we could get Prince and him to actually have a conversation while he's in the jail. If we could not make Prince his, basically his next of kin or contact person, and basically make it official so that Prince can actually get the proper information, probably before any of us, myself included, can, tomorrow. So hopefully, Prince might be able to get it tonight even. If he can get a call to Prince, or if Prince can get a call in and speak, who knows? But honestly, that's the only thing I see actually working, is having someone act as his. Eric knows the term, and if Lacey R's here, she knows the term. I just can't think what it is right now.
Damn it.
Sorry, I'm just reading the chat.
Yeah, and I'm like trying to text Prince Vegeta, and I got clay kind of on my hands and stuff, and so my phone's not reacting to my touch very well. What about Blind Justice? Oh yeah, that 50,000. Yeah, I cannot believe that they're hanging on to that. It's such fucking, like, what the hell? I've never even heard of that. I've never heard of them hanging onto your bail until you're done with your quote unquote probation or supervision or whatever. How can you even get supervision or probation for something that's not even a fucking, it's barely a finable offense. What the fuck? Sorry,
Yeah, you're all good. I'm just reading the chat, sorry.
Word vomit. I've been having that a lot lately.
I'm just trying to see if I can pick up on any crucial bits of information that I've been lacking that might actually help tomorrow.
Nick, I believe so, but it's just like the bail amount will be higher, which again is against our rights, and they're not allowed to do that, but they do it anyway because they don't give a fuck. They walk through policy, they walk through laws, they walk through fucking lives and destroy them. And people don't realize it until it happens to them for the most part, and it fucking sucks, man.
Can someone actually keep an... no, I should be able to. I was just thinking, if we just keep an eye out on the Solo Yakka to go live or something, or give us an update. But other than that, does anyone actually have any information, for me personally, as well as anyone else, on what's going on with Northern Corruption? Because now that Solo Yakka's out, I didn't even know that Northern Corruption was detained or arrested or anything.
Yeah, well, they attacked him and his phone went down. So,
How the hell did I miss that? It might have been before I woke up this morning. I don't know.
I can share the video. Where did it go? It's here somewhere.
Yeah, if you can find the video. I'll probably jump down out of the box anyway now. I don't really have much more to add.
Okay.
But yeah, if you can put the video up, that would be great. But if not, I might just when I get out, I'll actually just go look for it myself now that I know that something's going on with him. And yeah, we'll see what we can do for everyone. All right.
Do
Love you.
something. Love you too. Thank you for coming up, honey. Okay. Share screen. Share words and shit. Here we go. So it's on 10 minutes long, but I'm going to forward it to like the very end where they show, where you see him get attacked and then this phone go down.
I'm going to hang back here, guys, and try and cover this.
Oh, I got us muted.
Looks like they have it all blocked off.
So it's on 10 minutes long, but I'm going to forward. There we go. I hate the sound of my own voice. It really irritates me. It's one of the most annoying sounds I've ever heard in my life. Back up everywhere, do that. You're not going anywhere else. You gotta be.
Whoa, hey!
And that's it. And he hasn't answered his phone since or nothing. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. Got all excited for a second because I got a text message. I'm going to play this other video real quick because I want to see it. Share screen.
All right, guys. So the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department put out a press release this afternoon in regards to a Victorville elderly woman that succumbed this morning to injuries she received from being shot by deputies on Saturday. Now, the Nixle report came out this afternoon. I'll put a link to the Nixle report in the description box below, as well as the story that I'm going to give you. I'll put a link to that story in the description box below as well. But this is another one where it's really questionable. Should you call the police for help or not? And we don't know who called. They're not releasing any information except that it's an ongoing investigation. That's what we know. And of course, the narrative that they've given us so far. I don't know. I wish I had more, but they're not saying nothing. Let's see what's going on. Thank you to Victorville Daily Press for this story. A 91-year-old woman who was allegedly armed with a shotgun and shot by deputies outside her Spring Valley Lake home Saturday morning has succumbed to her injuries Monday morning. That's this morning. San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department spokesperson Jody Miller said Betty Francois was pronounced dead at the hospital at 6:15 a.m. this morning. In a statement Monday morning, sheriff's officials originally said Francois remained hospitalized after being airlifted to Arrowhead Regional Medical Center in Colton. Francois was shot after deputies responded to a 911 call just after 9:30 a.m. Saturday morning regarding unknown subjects attempting to break into a home in the 17,800 block of Sunburst Road. Sheriff's officials said deputies arrived and Francois allegedly exited the home armed with a shotgun. Sheriff's officials said deputies gave her commands to drop the gun. Then she pointed the gun at the deputies and a deputy-involved shooting occurred. Deputies from the Sheriff's Specialized Investigations Division arrived on scene and assumed the investigation. When asked how many rounds deputies fired at Francois, Miller said that was not being released due to the ongoing investigation. Miller confirmed Francois lived at the home and no subjects were found when deputies arrived. The investigation is ongoing and anyone with information is asked to call Deputy Scott Abernathy at the Sheriff's Department. Now, there are so many underlying questions here. I have went through 24 media outlets and platforms trying to find out some information, and everybody's giving the same information I just gave you, which is the information from the sheriff's Nixle report. And instead of giving the Nixle report, I wanted to give you the Victor Valley Daily Press. I said Victorville. I think it's Victor Valley. It's VV Daily Press. I think it's Victor Valley. But, here's a 91-year-old woman. You got to think mental, maybe dementia, Alzheimer's, what else is going on there, right? And then these guys come out there. They've got a 911 call. Someone's trying to break into the home. She comes out with a shotgun. Maybe she's terrified. Maybe people were trying to break into her home and she was just terrified. And she thought they were the ones. She had, again, something's going on up here if you're 91 years old in a lot of cases. I don't know. To call or not to call? That's the question when it comes to calling the police. Just give me your thoughts on this. I know some of you are going to go, ain't enough information. I know, but nobody's giving information. Let me know what you think about this, though, in the comment section below. Community Leo Watch on Leo's. That's law enforcement officers to include deputies in the desert and from coast to coast.
Fucking dude. What's happening on the 20th? Oh, never mind. We're trading one Trump in for another Trump. What can I say? The only thing different is this fucker's going to be more sly about it. Poor Trump, he didn't have a real sly bone in his body. He couldn't even lie without it dripping off his face. You can see it. This motherfucker, he can lie. And he can lie pretty damn good. And he sticks to the goddamn script instead of going off of emotions or fucking ego or whatever and fucking it up and slipping up, And so it's harder to know when he's... Put it this way. If his mouth is moving, he's lying. He's lying. If it's a politician and their mouth is moving, they're lying. But yeah, this is some crazy shit. And I'm sure there was no fucking... Oh, hey, Pug Face. I'm sure there was no goddamned... body cam footage or any kind of dash cam footage or anything because, even if they have them, they're not on ever. So we all know how that song goes. You guys love me because I love boobies. I love girl boobies. I love man boobies. I love all boobies. They're boobies. Boobies are great. I love mine. I love mine when they are like hanging to my knees. I don't care. They're boobies. M-Star. Hey, Mighty Mouse. Do you love your boobies? Or you just don't want to love them if they hang to your knees? I'm okay with it. Okay, I say I'm okay with it. I'm really not okay with that happening to my body. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. My daughter's hair, dude, her hair is like down to like the below the back of her knees. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't even know how the hell she even fucks with it. I lost my pipe again. God damn it. Yeah, I'll roll them up and shove them in a bra. I promise. I promise. You too, honey. You too. Have a wonderful night. I think I'm gonna get off of here too and see if I can't make some phone calls and get some information. And if I get anything, guys, I'll at least post a 30-second video letting you know what I know. I love you guys. Have an awesome booby night, you guys. Bye-bye.